Why was a key architect of the civil rights movement deliberately pushed into the shadows? Today, we uncover the story of Bayard Rustin, a brilliant strategist, a dedicated activist, and a man whose contributions were almost lost to history because of who he was. Born in 1912 in Westchester, Pennsylvania, Bayard Rustin's early life was steeped in Quaker values. His grandmother, Julia Rustin, raised him and instilled in him a deep commitment to social justice and nonviolence. This foundation would shape his entire life. From a young age, Rustin demonstrated an unwavering commitment to equality. He actively protested racial segregation, even facing arrest for refusing to sit in the colored section of a movie theater. He excelled academically and musically, showcasing a multifaceted talent that would serve him well in his future endeavors. Rustin's moral compass led him to pacifism. He became a conscientious objector during World War II, resulting in imprisonment. Even behind bars, Rustin continued his activism, organizing protests against segregation within the prison system. His unwavering commitment to nonviolence was deeply influenced by the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. He traveled to India to learn more about Gandhian philosophy and incorporated these principles into his activism. In the 1950s, Rustin became a key advisor to a young Martin Luther King Jr., teaching him the principles of nonviolent resistance. He helped King understand the strategies and tactics that would become the cornerstone of the civil rights movement. But Rustin's most significant contribution came in 1963, the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Rustin was the chief organizer of this monumental event, responsible for coordinating every detail, from transportation and security to the speakers and the logistics. It was an immense undertaking, one that required meticulous planning and exceptional leadership. The March on Washington was a resounding success, drawing over 250,000 people to the nation's capital. It became a watershed moment in the civil rights movement, amplifying the call for equality and justice. King's "I Have a Dream" speech, delivered at the march, reverberated across the nation and the world. However, behind the scenes, Rustin faced immense challenges. His identity as an openly gay man made him a target for those who sought to undermine the movement. Opponents threatened to expose his sexuality, hoping to discredit the march and the entire civil rights cause. Despite these threats, Rustin remained steadfast, prioritizing the success of the march above his own personal safety and reputation. He was a master strategist but forced to work behind the scenes. His sexuality made him a liability in the eyes of some, and he was often sidelined to protect the movement's image. This marginalization was a deliberate act, a reflection of the pervasive homophobia and racism of the time. His influence was undeniable, but his public profile was kept deliberately low. Even after the March on Washington, Rustin continued to work tirelessly for civil rights. He advocated for economic justice, fought against discrimination, and championed the rights of marginalized communities. He understood that true equality meant not just legal rights but also economic opportunities. But his contributions were often minimized or ignored. History books often overlooked his role in the March on Washington, focusing instead on more palatable figures. His sexuality became a convenient excuse to erase him from the narrative, perpetuating a false and incomplete account of the civil rights movement. The story of Bayard Rustin is a reminder of the complexities and contradictions of the civil rights era. It highlights the sacrifices made by countless individuals whose stories have been forgotten or suppressed. It also underscores the importance of acknowledging the contributions of LGBTQ activists, who have played a vital role in the fight for social justice. Rustin's legacy extends far beyond the civil rights movement. He paved the way for future generations of LGBTQ activists, demonstrating the power of resilience and the importance of living authentically, even in the face of adversity. He challenged the norms of his time, refusing to be silenced or erased. In recent years, there has been a growing effort to recognize Rustin's contributions and to restore him to his rightful place in history. His story is now being told, his achievements celebrated, and his legacy honored. We must remember the forgotten heroes, those who fought for justice and equality but whose stories have been overlooked. By acknowledging their contributions, we can gain a more complete and accurate understanding of our history and learn valuable lessons for the present and future. The story of Bayard Rustin reminds us that the fight for equality is not just about achieving legal rights but also about challenging prejudice and discrimination in all its forms. It's about creating a society where everyone is valued and respected, regardless of their race, gender, or sexual orientation. What can we learn from Bayard Rustin's life and work? His dedication to nonviolence, his unwavering commitment to social justice, and his resilience in the face of adversity serve as an inspiration to us all. He reminds us that progress is not always linear, that setbacks are inevitable, but that we must never give up on the fight for a more just and equitable world. Bayard Rustin's story is a testament to the power of individual action and the importance of collective struggle. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can prevail, and that the pursuit of justice is always worth fighting for. Let us remember Bayard Rustin, not as a footnote in history, but as a central figure in the civil rights movement, a courageous activist, and a true American hero.